Hey Bam Bam, as you know, I'm pregnant. So I'm gonna give you guys a first trimester recap today. Let me go ahead and let you know right now, if you have not seen our pregnancy announcement video or our gender reveal video, then you might want to go check those out before you watch any more of this video. Because I know some of you may be new to this channel. We're Meet the Chambers. We vlog about our life and pregnancy. So here we are, we're pregnant. So yeah, you might want to go check both of those videos out. The card will be up here, so you can go ahead and check those out. Otherwise, I'm gonna spoil something for you guys. We did find out the gender, so I will be making mention of that in this video. So if you want to be surprised how everybody else was surprised, go take a look at that video right now. All right? And as far as the announcement goes, well, you already know I'm pregnant by looking at this video, but the announcement is still super cute to look at. And we also did a video where I was telling my husband that I was pregnant, so that's super cute and emotional if you want to watch that. So yeah, we're gonna get started now, and I will be looking at my phone because I have all my notes on there because I'm going over like from week 6 to 13, so a lot of information to cover right now. Also, what else did I have to say? Also gonna be doing some Q&A. I posted a picture on YouTube here and also on Instagram. I posted for you guys to ask me questions, and a lot of you did, to my surprise. So I'll be answering those questions after I go over the update, and some of the answers may be in my update, but I'm just gonna still go over all the questions at the end. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start with 6 weeks. All right, so I became 6 weeks pregnant on Father's Day. I didn't know that I was pregnant right then. On that Friday before Father's Day, I was like real sick, so sick to the point that I called out of work. So I was throwing up and whatnot and just didn't feel good at all. My father-in-law was joking around asking me was I pregnant, but I honestly didn't know, like for real, didn't know. I didn't really think much about it, thought I might have had a little bug or something like that. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, let me just take a pregnancy test to find out, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be negative, but I'm just gonna throw it in the trash. But lo and behold, I was pregnant. Yeah, I decided to test on Father's Day. Jordy's birthday was the day before Father's Day, but I felt like it'd have been better to test on Father's Day, because if I was actually pregnant, then that would have been a very good surprise and a great Father's Day gift, like the best Father's Day gift ever, right? So I ended up being pregnant, and it was the best surprise ever. In the What Test Bet app, you can change the baby size comparison from fruit to like an 80s or 90s object. So that's what I did. So I thought that'd be fun to share with you guys. So at 6 weeks, the baby is as big as a jelly bean. And the symptoms that I was having was nausea, of course. Morning sickness is what they call it. But for me, it's all day sickness. I feel nauseous all throughout the day, starting in the morning. I might actually throw up after I brush my teeth or before. And at night, I might throw up, but all day I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And then my breast was super sore, like way more sore than when I was pregnant with Joya. Like they were sore then, but now it's crazy sore, like crazy sore to the touch. And from the shower, water hits, super sore, like they were just crazy sore. I was like, that's kind of weird that it hurts this bad. Is this a boy? I don't know, because you know they say different symptoms and stuff for different genders, but you never know. But that did come to my mind when I felt that, like, is it a boy? Now we're at 7 weeks. So now the baby is the size of a lemon head candy, and my weight is 151 at the doctor. So the only time I'll be mentioning my weight is when I go to the doctor and they weigh me, because when I take my weight here, it's actually lower. So I'm just gonna go by what the doctor scale says. Okay, so when I went to the doctor when I was 7 weeks, I was 151, and that's the appointment that I confirmed my pregnancy. I was almost 8 weeks when I was seen. Now, when I was pregnant with Joya, I went to the doctor pretty early, like as soon as I found out. I don't even know if I was 6 weeks yet. I might have been like 5 weeks pregnant. Like, I went straight to the doctor because I had some bleeding and stuff going on with her. But this time, I was like, I'm gonna wait a little longer. I'm not gonna go as soon as I find out because of all the scares and stuff that I had with Joya. with a misdiagnosed blighted ovum and all that. So I said I'll wait till I'm farther along so they can see that I do have a baby, okay? Wasn't gonna play none of that games, okay? Wasn't gonna play those games. So, like I said, I was almost 8 weeks when I was seen. I wasn't sure when my last period was because I hadn't been keeping up with it, you know. So since I didn't know, they decided to give me a dating ultrasound, and I was 7 weeks and 6 days when I went to the doctor, and we found out that the baby was due on February 8th. And my symptoms were pretty much the same as last week and for basically the rest of this trimester. I stayed nauseous the whole time. My breast stayed sore this whole time. I needed nausea medicine, so they gave me some of that. And here's a tip, because insurance act like they don't want to pay for your nausea medicine. So just ask your doctor for some samples, and I'm pretty sure they'll give them to you, because that's what I have to keep doing, asking my doctor for samples, because my insurance doesn't want to pay for it. So next, 8 weeks pregnant, baby is the size of a gummy bear. And my symptoms now, still the same, but I start to notice food aversions. So smells of certain foods make me gag, like teriyaki beef noodles. Like, I used to love those things, and now when I smell it, it just stinks to me. Like, don't want to smell it. It makes me feel like I have to throw up. My happiness went from high to low because we found out that Simba had some urinary issues going on. So you know, I was really happy that I was pregnant, but then all of a sudden I find out Simba's sick. We rush him to the vet, and they say that he needs surgery ASAP or he could die. So you can imagine all the stress and stuff I was under, but thankfully he had the surgery and everything went well and he's back to his normal self. But that was very scary. So yeah, that wasn't a good week for me. 9 weeks pregnant, baby's the size of a jack, you know, like the Jack and Marbles that you play. The little silver thing with the pointy thing sticking out of it. That's the size of the baby at week 9. And my new symptom now is that I'm tired. I can feel my energy is low, and I want to take all the naps in the world. All the naps. During my lunch break, I'm taking a nap. When I get home, I might take a nap, or I might go to bed early. There's frequent urination going on. Noticing I have to go to the bathroom a whole lot to the point that it's super annoying. So yeah, and then same old symptoms. Nausea's still here. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. 10 weeks pregnant, I noticed that I'm getting frequent headaches, and also the baby is the size of a Tootsie Roll Pop at this point. Yeah, I get headaches more regularly now. I also had a doctor appointment, and we just went over general pregnancy stuff, and how I was feeling or whatever. And I got some more nausea meds because I needed them. And I weigh 147 now. Week 11, the baby is the size of a Hot Wheels car. And the new symptom that I have now is that I'm feeling super bloated after eating. At this point, my symptoms pretty much stay the same throughout the rest of the trimester. Nausea appears to keep getting worse instead of better, okay? At week 12, baby is the size of a hacky sack. And I weigh 146. I had a doctor's appointment, and I hear the baby's heartbeat for the first time, which is like music to my ears, of course. And the midwife lets me know that the uterus is right where it should be, and baby's heart rate was good and strong. At this point, the baby's heart rate was 160, but midwife said that didn't mean anything at this stage as far as the sex is concerned. It can be a boy or a girl at this point still, because both of their heart rates can be high at this point. And as you guys know, we're having a boy. So at first I was like, oh God, the heart rate is higher than 140, so it's gotta be another little girl. But no, it's a boy. And then at 13 weeks pregnant, baby's the size of a Pokemon card. And a new symptom that I'm having is dizziness. I noticed that if I get up too fast, I get kind of dizzy. And I'm also starting to notice a little baby bump at this time. I'm ready to find out the sex of the baby at this point, because I'm 13 weeks, which means I can find out the sex of the baby in 2 more weeks at 15 weeks at a specialty ultrasound place, which is what we did with Joakim. So yeah, I was ready. And at this point, I'm having the feeling that it's a boy, just based on different symptoms and stuff. I felt like I was way more sick this time, and my sister said that with her son, she was super nauseous and whatnot. So I was going by that, you know. they say that only girls make you sick or whatever, but she said that wasn't the case with her. She wasn't sick at all with her daughter. And then the sore breast was another sign for me that I felt like it might have been a boy, because it was totally different from with Joya. I was just feeling different. I know they say every pregnancy is different, but I just felt like it was a boy and the connection was different. It was just a different feeling to me. So that's my first trimester recap. That's week 6 through 13, summed up real quick and nice for you guys. At this point, I will be doing weekly updates. Well, the next video, we'll start with week 14 to week 17, which I am right now, currently week 17. And so it'll be another little recap until that point. And then after week 17, we'll start doing weekly pregnancy updates, okay? So now I'm gonna get to the pregnancy Q&A. And first question is, how long were you trying to conceive? So we were trying to conceive since last October. Yes, last October. Basically, well, we weren't really trying at that point. What happened was I forgot to put the new ring back in. And when I remembered to put it back in, it was like hours past the time it was supposed to be put back in, like almost to the next day it was time to be put back in. So you know, at that point you have the possibility of getting pregnant because you didn't put it back in when you're supposed to put it back in, okay? So Jordan and I talked about it, and we were like, well, we do want to have another baby. Joy's about to be 5 next year. She'll be going to kindergarten, and we'll only have 1 baby in daycare instead of 2. So, you know, let's just not worry about maneuvering. Let's just store it in trash and keep it moving. So we didn't put the new ring in, and so technically we started trying at the last week of October to conceive. So that's how that went about. Number 2, what was your trying to conceive method? Okay, so at first we really didn't have any method. As I said, we just stopped taking birth control. You know, like when I stopped taking birth control with Joya, before I had Joya, I got pregnant basically like the next month. It was real quick. So I thought that's what happened this time, but it did not. Last time I was taking the pill, this time the NuvaRing. I don't know if that had something to do with it or not. But yeah, it took much longer for me to get pregnant this time. Further along, like a couple months later, I started using the Ovia app to like track my period and my fertility and all that. Like, you know, kind of tells you what's the window that you should try to have sex so you can get pregnant. So I was using that. So there were a couple of times that I thought I was pregnant. I take a test, it was negative. I probably took like 10 tests, and all of them came up negative. And then I had like 2 months where I didn't get a period at all, which I took more tests and still was negative. Then I ended up going to the doctor for it because I'm like, is it just too early to tell that I'm pregnant or what? Because I'm not having a period, so what's going on? So they thought it might just be the hormones and stuff from the birth control, me being off the birth control, and things like that. They gave me a pregnancy test. Turns out I still wasn't pregnant. So they tested some other things, and come to find out my FSH level was low. So my midwife said that FSH stands for follicle stimulating hormone, and it's supposed to fluctuate with the part of your cycle when the egg is being made and released. It actually makes that happen, and we can see that elevated levels of FSH in premature menopause, low ovarian reserve, the amount of eggs you have left, and with PCOS. But she said with my other labs being okay, she's not exactly sure why my FSH is high. Okay, high, not low. The FSH was high. Hence, she scheduled the specialist appointment for me, which I was supposed to see in July. I went seeing her in April. She scheduled the specialist appointment for me in July. So she said either way, it is not life-threatening, but it can make getting pregnant again very difficult or impossible, and that was the main worry that she had. So scheduled the appointment with the specialist for July to see what was up. And at this point, I'm no longer trying to get pregnant now, because she said that it was going to be hard for me to get pregnant. So I'm just like, whatever, I ain't gonna worry about it. Talk to the specialist in July, see what's happening. Maybe I'll be pregnant before then, Who knows? But I ain't gonna stress about it, okay? So I started to put my focus on something else. So I started working out, and I also started drinking more water. Started working out, lost 6 pounds. So that was in May. I was working out a lot, lost 6 pounds, and then in June I find out that I'm pregnant. My body do what it want. It don't care what no doctor say, okay? It do what it want. So she just told me that it was gonna be hard for me to get pregnant, and here I am, pregnant a month later after she said that. All right, number 3. What was the symptom that made you say, I think I'm pregnant? Well, I was throwing up 2 days before I took the test, and so I guess that's what kind of cued me to thinking I was pregnant. I mean, I really didn't know for sure. Thought I might have just had a bug, and like I said, the doctor had just told me that it was gonna be hard for me to get pregnant. So I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't like sold just because I was throwing up that I was gonna be pregnant. But if she had never said it was gonna be harder for me to get pregnant, I would have said, yeah, let me go and take this test right now. But I waited a couple of days and I was like, maybe I am. Okay, number 4, do you have morning sickness? I have all day sickness. All day. Worse than my first pregnancy. Number 5, how do your pregnancy symptoms now compare to your last pregnancy? My skin is way more dry, like super dry. I can put lotion on or whatever on my face, and in an hour, it'll be dry all right here. Just dry, I don't know. This little boy just wanna make my skin dry. Also, I noticed that I felt way more sick. One morning we were driving to work. Jordy had to pull the car over because I had to barf right then and there. Never happened to me the first time, happened this time. Also, food aversion like crazy. Certain foods that I like, no longer liking, smell, makes me want to barf, all that. And my sense of smell heightened. Like, I open the pantry and smell trash. I'm like, somebody gotta come take this out right now because And then my breast stays sore all day, every day, all the time. Number 6, what are your cravings? I crave more salty things this time than sweet, like chips, fries, or pretzels, and still craving spicy like I did with Joya. But in the first trimester I didn't really eat much because I felt horrible. Or if I did eat, I didn't eat my whole meal. I only ate a little bit because that's all I could eat. Because I just didn't have the appetite. So, number 7, what are you gonna do differently than other pregnancies? This time, I'm gonna work out at least 3 to 5 times a week. Last pregnancy, I did not work out at all. Okay, maybe a little bit. I did some just dance here and there. Wasn't consistent at all. But this pregnancy, I plan to be consistently working out throughout my pregnancy. A person that I really like to watch Superhero Fitness TV, which is Lachey, Kiara Lachey, Team Lachey. So yeah, I just bought her Milk Moves DVD for 40% off, child. You probably missed it. It was a Labor Day sale. But you know, go ahead and follow her and be on the lookout for her future sales. Or just go ahead and cop one right now. Or you can go look up her YouTube channel, Superhero Fitness TV, and watch her videos there. Something else I'm gonna do differently. I'm not taking weekly bump photos like I was before. I took one every week consistently with Joya for the most part. This time I didn't really do that because I already had a little pudge because I weighed more than I wanted to. Okay, I weighed like 150 instead of 130. My goal weight is 130. I mean, after I had a baby, of course, now at this point. But yeah, so I already had a little pudge, and I felt like it was pointless to take a baby bump photo because I already had a little pudge there. What are we seeing progress at this point early in the pregnancy? So I decided to wait and start taking baby bump pictures. So I'll probably start taking some now and see how the progression is. I think I took my first little baby bump picture when I was 14 weeks. I'll insert it here so you can see. So yeah. Number 8, were you and Jordy planning on getting pregnant again? We were planning on it, you know, at some point we wanted to wait till Joya got in school so we wouldn't have 2 kids in daycare because the prices are ridiculous. Okay. But like I said, we were trying it last October. We didn't think it was gonna take that long for us to get pregnant, but I know that I think that's better because Joya will almost be ready to go to school when we have the baby at this point. I keep saying at this point today. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, so basically I just stopped taking birth control and that was that. Took about half a year this time to get pregnant instead of like a month that it took when I got pregnant with Joya. Number 9, did you do anything different this time trying to get pregnant? Not really. I was gonna use an ovulation kit for the first time, but by the time I got to use it, I was already pregnant. Number 10, are we gonna be on the journey with you? We hope so. Of course you guys are. So I have like 3 videos we need to edit and upload with doctor appointments where you can hear the baby's heartbeat for the first time along with my very first ultrasound and the gender reveal ultrasound. So that's 3 videos, like 3 or 4 videos, because we might have recorded 2 appointments as well. So it's 3 or 4 videos that we need to upload, which is taking you along on this journey with us. And then I'll be doing the weekly pregnancy updates, which will be uploaded on Mondays. So next Monday you should expect another video, okay? And then from then on out, you'll be seeing a pregnancy update every Monday. Let's call that Mommy Mondays, okay? So yeah, y'all definitely gonna go on this journey with us. Thank you guys for wanting to go on the journey with us, you know, watching our videos. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new to this channel. If you are subscribed, let your friends know, you know, your little mama friends that might want to watch. So I know a lot of pregnant women love to watch you know, women's pregnancy updates and things of that nature to see how they compare or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna call it Mommy Mondays. So make sure you stay tuned for the pregnancy updates. Thanks to everyone that asked questions. If you have more questions that you want me to answer in the next pregnancy update, leave them below and I will answer them. So thanks to Life Quotes 313, Pooh Baby 89, Danny Locks, Priya, Meredith, Leah, Love Marie, Sherry Berryful, and Keita Love for asking questions, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Right here is some ultrasound pics of Justin. That's when we found out his gender. So those are what those ultrasound pics are. That's when I was 15 weeks. And currently I'm 17 weeks, as I mentioned before. So this is my baby bump right now, but this is 17 weeks. But I figured you guys might have just wanted to see it. So here it is. All right, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next Monday with some more pregnancy updates, okay? And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Meet the Chambers. We post stories on there daily, so check that out. We can't post stories on here until we get to 10K subscribers, which is our goal for the end of this year. We want to be at 10K. Our goal for this month, since it's September, happy September everybody. It's the start of a new month, and our goal for this month is to reach what is it, 7K? Yeah, 7K subscribers for this month. So tell everybody you know to subscribe. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you soon.
Meet the chamber. We got the fun and the love that you're looking for. Meet the chamber. Be a part of my family. A new addition you will be. Meet the chamber.